Yeah, it's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so we pretty much threw out the energy in terms of like electrical energy out early, just because we thought it would be easier to have some sort of fixtures that you could manually operate with the people there. So that really brings our functions down to two. The first is just breaking the shell, and the second is separating it.
Well, sorting is the first part.
Yeah. Right. So in order to break it, we thought up of this kind of elevated platform that kind of funnels down on one edge. That way, as the peanuts come out, they'll be actually aligned. And here we have rollers on the edge of this little platform here. We were assuming we would have enough space to get a decent amount of peanuts, and that the height, the edges of this platform is tall enough so that when the worker kind of shakes the peanuts to get them to move down, they wouldn't move out or anything like that. And then once they're here, there's another fixture. It's essentially two rollers, kind of like that. And somehow we're assuming that these rollers are connected to a hand crank, and as we crank it, it would both roll and also compress them. That way the actual orientation, whether the seams are kind of like on a plane parallel to the platform or perpendicular, it wouldn't really matter. And that was one of our considerations because we saw that it cracks easier along the seam and there's less damage. So yeah, so this is pretty much our way to crack them. We're assuming at that point we get them cracked pretty well. So we have this platform, someone takes it out, they dump all the peanuts into a tub essentially. And there is a netting in this water. And we thought that we're hoping the majority of the actual peanuts kind of sink while the shells remain on top.
Because we believe the peanuts to be of a higher density than the shell. And the shell is of a density that will float to the top of the water.
Yeah, we kind of tested it out in the water bottle. Had a, I don't know, small amount of success with it.
I think it might also be quality control, because the ones that float might not be good enough.
Oh, like that was a good answer. Even if it's not, you said that very confidently, I'm convinced. Yeah, anyway, we're at this point. Then we have this, I'm not sure, it looks like a fly swatter.
It's
essentially a skimmer. We pick out the shells out of the water. So it's very large. We have a person or a few people doing that. And at that point, all the purple shells, broken shells, are removed, and all that's left is just the peanuts on the bottom, this tub of water, and the netting. So at that point, they take the netting out. So you just have the peanuts and the netting. We're assuming it's fine enough so all the peanuts come out. And those are moved over to a drying facility or something. And this way this water is reused. And yeah, we're using clean water. We were thinking about doing it in a river or something before, but that would be sanitary reasons. Then we were, or at least I was kind of hesitant to use clean water just because I'm not sure how available it is, and this would be extremely wasteful just for peanuts. So we had a great idea using this netting, kind of reusing the water, so we feel pretty comfortable that our solution is simple enough to be implemented and sustainable enough to remain effective. I'm pretty optimistic though, that's what